K-Project is one of my favorite anime of all time. With its beautifully melancholic OST and over-the-top creative animation, this series has remained in my top 10 for years. Due to their performance on the anime, along with all 7 movies that followed after, Studio GoHands has solidified themselves as one of the GOATs in my eyes. When I made a video on the series 3 years ago, damn! Hey, how you doing? I was born in 2000. When I made a video on this series 3 years ago, so many people popped out in the comments voicing the amazing impact this series had on them. From the yaoi bait taking over fandoms, all the way to cosplays of the series taking over conventions. I learned that this seemingly obscure anime in the modern day had its time in the sun way back when. K-Project did get the respect it deserved once upon a time, and that kind of immortalized the series for me. So imagine my surprise when I found out that damn near everyone hates Studio GoHands in the current day. I didn't realize this truth until that sequence from The Girl I Like Forgets Her Glasses started making its rounds through the hate train. And listen, I will admit, GoHands camera work can be a little bit wonky sometimes. Maybe a little bit nauseating, maybe a little bit yak-worthy. Some of these camera angles are indeed recorded from the perspective of a nigga body rocking. But what I say is bad? I don't know about that, twin. This insane kind of camera work was very much present in K-Project and was actually one of the reasons I enjoyed it so much. I really respected how willing GoHands was to try new things, even if it hadn't reached its most refined form yet. Whether that be unique camera perspectives or unorthodox movement, they be in the studio just trying shit, and I fuck with that. They also be in the studio bricked up and horny as hell, but you know what? I fuck with that too. Show that thing jiggling, nigga. Show that thing wobbling. Unbeknownst to me, Studio GoHands hate has been thriving for like a half decade now. And on my journey to find out why, I found that the reason I love them is the reason many despise them. A large portion of the community finds GoHands too experimental, but like, that's a good thing, right? People often complain about how many current anime look alike these days, or go on and on about how much better anime looked back in the day. So when the studio comes in to try some new shit, whether you like it or not, that's kind of a good thing, is it not? Answer the question, bitch! Now listen, experimental does not always equal good. But in an industry that is so oversaturated, it is nice to see some creators try to break away from the norm. Like, you may not fuck with GoHands, but you cannot deny the fact that you recognize them from a mile away. I know you see that lens flare, nigga. The people were hating on my goats, so I decided it was time for me to dive into their latest project and see what all the hoopla was about. This brought me to Momentary Lily. The trailer for this anime was GoHands to the max. Spaghetti hair, crazy camera movement that makes it feel like it was shot on a GoPro, and jiggulations. But not everybody was sold on this trailer alone. But when the anime officially came out, damn! Fuck! Fuck! Yeah, nobody fucking likes the show. Yet, I did not lose faith. I had to see for myself if niggas was hating or if this really was dumpster juice. And to put it simply, my watch of Momentary Lily was a roller coaster ride. Such an up and down of emotions. Such a mix of opinions. One moment I loved it, and the next I felt disrespected for being subjected to this booty butt dialogue. I ain't never watched an anime and felt like niggas was yapping to this degree, bro. Folks in this show just be saying words to say words, bro. Niggas trying to hit a word count. Whole episodes be sounding like an action JRPG party casting skills. Momentary Lily is the greatest bad anime I've ever seen in my life. Just pure ass that's filled with moments of brilliance. Its highs and lows are both so powerfully contrasting. However, calling it mid or average doesn't really do my feelings toward the show justice. Despite all the whack-ass moments present throughout the watch, I found myself moved by the final episode, captivated by the plight of these girls, crying my eyes out along with them as the ending song played one last time. Momentary Lily takes place in a world that has already ended. Aliens came down and infiltrated human society, and with their power to completely erase things from existence, their destroying of humanity proved to be quite easy. Although few in number, there are still some humans alive, including our main cast. You might be wondering, how the hell did this group of young girls survive the apocalypse? Well, they have learned how to fight back. Yuri, Eri, Hina, Yoshi, and Ayame. Team Emu. Yeah, I know, that name's weak as fuck. These girls have found a way to wield the weapons the aliens used to destroy the world, and in a strange turn of fate, they now use these same weapons to kill the aliens themselves. The group believes themselves to be the only ones who could battle these extraterrestrial beings, but that is not the case. There's another girl out there named Ringe who's been wandering alone for who knows how long. She was under the impression that there might not be anyone else alive until she happens upon this group of survivors. The only problem now is that she has social anxiety. Wow! Despite the devastating reality of this world, Team Emu has been able to remain positive and productive, and that is all thanks to their happy-go-lucky leader, Yuri. Her unwavering positivity and undying charisma has been enough to fuel this entire team. She is the glue of this operation, and she shows the same kindness and compassion to Ringe, offering her to join the squad as well. Slice of life shenanigans ensue, including a cooking section where Ringe becomes the Gordon Ramsay of the apocalypse. But good times cannot last forever here. The aliens have come to their location, and it's time to put belt to ass, belt to buttocks. It's time to put dick to butt. Bitch, I'm smoking Maui. Bitch, I'm ringing Yowie. Anyway, Team Emu is no stranger to battle at this point, and they tell Ringe to hide somewhere safe, but to their surprise, she is actually the most powerful person here. After the battle simmers down, the girls have a heart-to-heart and officially welcome Ringe to the team. However, the darkness of this world rears its head again as Yuri accepts Ringe but tells her that they cannot be friends because the sadness of losing another person is too much for her to handle. Now I want to give a huge spoiler warning. Alert! Spoilers incoming. However, I would appreciate if you didn't skip this part because this show already doesn't have a good reputation, so maybe it'll inspire you to lock in with it. And this spoiler is only from episode 2, but it is very necessary to showcase what this show is really about. Episode 2's first half is more silly slice of life antics and even more out of control jiggle physics. I don't think that's how that works necessarily, but the second half of episode 2 showcases the truth of Momentary Lily. Team Emu finds themselves in yet another battle, but the odds are now stacked against them. With multiple high-level enemies surrounding them, they're forced to split up if they want to survive. So they decide to allow Eri to act as a distraction for one of the targets as the other girls jump the main threat. This is because Eri's weapon is an extremely durable shield, but things do not go according to plan. They sent Eri alone because they knew she could hold back one alien long enough, but it turns out there were two. Damn. The two aliens brutally defeat Eri, torturing and tormenting her all the way, which makes for a truly horrific and disturbing scene. But just as she's about to die, the cavalry came in. Yuri and Ringe came through clutch and were able to use the element of surprise to take down one of the aliens with ease. So now, the squad's got a layup, nigga. That's free eats. That's lunch meat, nigga. You baloney, bitch. The whole team has finally arrived, and they're setting up for the big boss to do her finisher once more. Yuri locks in for the killing blow, and Yuri is dead. With the very soul of the team gone, how will the girls rally together to survive the end of the world? That is the story of Momentary Lily. This is a very misunderstood show, but I don't necessarily think that's the viewer's fault. The first 2 episodes are amazing from both a plot perspective and animation wise, but the episodes that follow do not maintain this consistency until about episode 8 onwards. There's some very good episodes in between, and every episode has cool moments, but there's a lot of time in this anime that feels extremely fuck, how would you even describe it? Ass. Yes, ass. Yeah. A lot of the early episodes fucking suck. So I'm almost positive that most of the low scores are from people who dropped it early. And no cap, bruh, I almost dropped it myself. This video would have came out way earlier, but I spent a whole week or 2 procrastinating watching the next episode because the shit fucking, it was sucking ass. The only reason I stuck it out to the end was because I was making this video, but if not, I probably would have checked out early too. But I really am glad I gave Momentary Lily a chance. Episodes 8 to 14 are truly spectacular and brought me to tears as it forced me to think existentially. I say all that to illustrate how strange of a watch this anime is, because it is so strongly hit or miss. The animation is either fire as fuck or disgustingly dizzying, and the narrative follows the same trend. Many of the early episodes feel so empty, aimless, pointless, but maybe that was my fault. Momentary Lily was not what I expected it to be at all. This anime is really a slice of life with action and drama and comedic elements. There are a couple of episodes in here that don't have any action at all, and even more that just have a few minutes worth at best. The first few episodes made it feel like a dark battle anime as these girls fight to survive, but that's not it. There are remnants of that, sure, but the main goal of this anime is to show a group of girls trying to make the best of their situation in honor of their fallen comrade, living their lives to the fullest, because that's what Yuri would have done. And that's what she would have wanted for them. Now, as I've said before, I love slice of life. It's the genre of any manga I read and watch the most, by far. But even after I accepted that this is what Momentary Lily was, it still did not hit consistently. It wasn't all bad though. Some moments in this anime are genuinely funny. I wasn't laughing my penis off or anything, but you know, I gave him a little nostril air, a little, you know what I'm saying, a little type shit. The anime commits to the wacky bits 100%, with stark changes in animation or using a completely different art style. We got plenty of good old-fashioned chibi tomfoolery getting the job done once again. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, fuck nigga. The comedy is really solid at times. Like I said, it wasn't laugh out loud worthy for me, but it was fun to watch. All these nice girls cooking up and having fun despite the apocalyptic circumstances they found themselves in. Man, this really might just end well. Right? The focus on the joyous times between Team Emu are not all great, but they do serve as an excellent contrast for the bleakness to feel ever more impactful. Oftentimes there is no build up to the morbidity, it just happens, which really makes you feel for these young niggas as they try their best to forget what they seen and keep pushing forward. There are so many brutal segments in Momentary Lily that hit hard. It's really insane, bro. Like the first half of an episode will be Eri walking around using maximum jiggle wattage. Oh shit, dead bodies. Oh, fuck. The craziest thing about Momentary Lily is how the final half of the series is drastically better, like night and day, bro. Still flawed, but it plays its role proper, which left me thinking about this show fondly, even though my hates were evenly matched with my likes. And I believe that's because the final episodes of this show are much more like the first two. Crazy ass lore drops force the anime to take itself seriously, and the slice of life side of this story feels so much more somber, so much more depressing, as it makes a point to be in your face about the fact that these young girls are stuck in this seemingly unending hell. After episode 7, the story continues to vastly improve as you carry on, capitalizing on the sorrow and apocalyptic world will bring upon the young niggas, and we get some truly emotionally compelling scenes due to this. It's truly unfortunate that the middle portion of this anime is so varying in quality, because if it were even a tinge more consistent, I feel like it could have been a cult classic on some Wonder Egg Priority shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the cult classic, Wonder Egg Priority, the anime that never got an official ending. You know what I'm talking about, right? When thinking about what could have made Momentary Lily better, I believe the first thing that comes to everyone's mind is the characters. One thing I think everybody who watched this show can agree on is that every single cast member early on is horrendously written. Fucking trash. All of them are just these boring amalgamations of tropes and catchphrases to the point that they, one, don't even feel like characters, and two, are literally so annoying and repetitive that I had to force myself to keep watching. I cannot understate this, dog. The characters are so tropey, and they do not expand past their one specific personality trait until the second half of this 14 episode season. The writing of the early episodes feels kind of juvenile in my opinion, like baby's first anime script type shit. Not saying I could do better, but I just didn't really enjoy what we got on a consistent basis. But I also think this highlights how fucking hoe this anime was in some ways. These characters are so trash, so garbage, that I don't think you can even create better episodes than what we got with Team Emu as they were. The script was cucked by dreadful character creation. It's literally bonkers, my nigga. The early episodes are trying so hard to be anime, bruh. Some of the dialogue sounds like how an anime hater would write a skit making fun of anime. I am not calling you big bro. Get the fuck out my face. Or take Hina for example. She is the worst offender of the tropey writing. Even down to the final episode in OVA. Hina is the gamer girl of the group, and damn near every single sentence she speaks is some kind of gaming reference. Even during episode 3, when they have freshly buried Yuri after she died, she is still making gaming references. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. There are many anime out there that have a good story concept with some questionable or less than ideal presentations of said ideas. But many of these anime could cover that up with aura. The characters are cool enough to carry a mid-plot from point A to point B. But Momentary Lily, well, all we got is gimmicky characters with the most predictable speech patterns. Oh wow, I wonder if the gamer girl is gonna say some gamer slang. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. Like I said about the narrative earlier, the characters also get way better by the time the final episode runs. But I feel that they saved their ult far too long into the match. Most people had already given up by that point. This hoe did not pass the 3-episode rule. The only character who's good on launch is Yuri, but I think killing off one of the main characters by episode 2 was a great and necessary move for an anime like this. But they literally killed off the only character with any charisma. So now we're just left with a bunch of tropey, uninteresting niggas. How you gonna assassinate the realest nigga in your own show, stupid ass? As the episodes go on, the trope bait is toned down to a significant degree, and the characters actually become characters instead of walking archetypes. And even some of their tropey characteristics are given life and new meaning, which make them no longer annoying, but endearing. For example, Ayame is saying guilty and being edgy all the time, but this is because she's secretly chuny as fuck. And whenever someone brings up her favorite series, she drops the edgelord act immediately and lights up with excitement. This is fantastic for both the world and the narrative because, like, yeah dude, this is a group of teens and preteens. Of course they're cringe. This caused a dramatic shift in my feelings towards these characters, allowing the emotional moments to fist my ass with no mercy or compassion. However, it did not void the show of all its flaws. Some would say this fucking sucks. Momentary Lily is an anime filled with good ideas that just so happen to be put together in the most unorthodox fashion possible. Many might say it fucking sucks, but this philosophy is extremely clear within the narrative, but it also bleeds through to the animation. It is finally time to discuss what even brought this video about in the first place, the current animation of Studio GoHands. When you look at K-Project or some of the other properties they worked on back in the day, they were always creative, but they still maintained a level of general appeal. In the modern day, these principles still exist somewhat, but GoHands has gone even further off the deep end. You either love them or hate them, because even the slice of life moments have so much going on that even opinions about them are very controversial. Many people think this shit is trash, but if you ask me, I fuck with the vision hard. Don't get me wrong, I think there's absolutely a boatload of problems within Momentary Lily animation wise, but I love the attempts GoHands made here. Sometimes you pull it for a good shot, but that bit just won't fall.
Now I'll give you this a FIFA 3.
The animation clearly showcases an insane amount of effort, a powerful desire to be different, but it doesn't always work out in this show. So that, combined with the unnecessary camera movements, kinda waters down much of what Momentary Lily was trying to do. So instead of remembering this anime's flashes of brilliance and its inklings of Sakuga, most people will remember this as the anime that gave them motion sickness from all the camera swaying. And that is by far the biggest problem with the animation of Momentary Lily. There are so many instances where the camera is just on some straight fuckery. Like, look at this, bro. Why is my cameraman tanking right now? Calm down, nigga. Unfortunately, I'm forced to somewhat agree with people's criticisms of Studio GoHands. It'd be one thing if this was on some beginning after the end shit and like trying to use exaggerated camera shake to simulate animation. No, Momentary Lily is fully animated. Very well, might I add sometimes. But in many cases, we don't even get to bask in its glory. Niggas was in the lab keyframe spamming like a 2016 commentary channel. What's up, guys? We're back with another episode of Exposed. Today, we're gonna be making fun of a child on the internet because I have no better content to make. The saddest thing about Momentary Lily is that many people understandably clocked out of this series early, meaning there are thousands of people out there who haven't even seen the best it has to offer. Because when it looks good, this anime looks really good and directly reminds me of K-Project with some of these cuts. There is peak to be found here. Firstly, the anime is just so imaginative, weaving together all these separate, unique attributes and squeezing them into one imperfect yet interesting art piece. Once again, it does not always work, but when it does, it's spectacular. One of my personal favorite things about Momentary Lily is how creative it is with its perspective. The uncommon positioning of our viewpoint added a very clever and fresh feel to the watch. When functioning properly, this anime feels unlike anything I've seen in years. It's so adventurous and utilizes angles in such unusual fashions. Momentary Lily is real deal gorgeous at times. The setting is really high quality in certain runs, and that classic GoHands color grading adds a powerful touch of beauty in many of these shots. The animation is just so free-flowing with its expression, even going as far as to change art styles on a whim. A good majority of this show is just silly dialogue, slice of life goofing and such, but the constant switching of art art styles is yet another display of GoHands' creativity as they try to spice up every scene in some way, shape, or form. I love the little chibi moments they sprinkle in with these scenes, bro. It's so cute and successfully gets across the idea that these are just young niggas trying to make the best out of a horrendous situation. Momentary Lily also has these cute little cooking segments every episode that shows how Renge whips up some good ass struggle meals with the limited supplies. Beanie Weenies type beat. Real niggas gonna feel that one. And you know, while we're here talking about the animation, I think we should also talk a bit about the fan service. That word is like the fucking boogeyman these days. Ah, titties, nigga! I must warn you now, there is a bit of freak-a-leaking in this anime. Not a crazy amount episode to episode, but episodes 6 and 8 are especially freaked out. Episode 6 is about the girls hanging out at the pool and yeah, need I say more? It's so wild that I will not be using any footage from it. For the safety of my YouTube channel, I cannot show you the ass. But you know what is the biggest thing episode to episode? Erica, her jiggle physics are fucking insane. Of course, I'm not gonna include a lot of footage of this either, but my nigga, they hit her with the Wuthering Waves physics, bruh. Her shawami's got their own gravity, dead ass, bro. Momentary Lily is such a strange watch, man. I cannot reiterate that enough. My thoughts on the show went back and forth every single episode damn near. With the animation, it's so hit or miss. It's either genuinely creative and interesting ideas or sickening garbage that feels like rage bait. It would also help if the cameraman didn't record this like a She Loves Michi video, but hey. Despite the varying quality, I still really admire what GoHands was trying to do with this show animation-wise. It's extremely rough around the edges, but the potential is absolutely undeniably there. If this hoe is a bit more refined, Momentary Lily would be top of the line animation for surely. There are a lot of valid complaints to have about the show, from the low quality Neil Breen special effects to the reused animation like your favorite gacha game. It somehow gives the show a certain charm. They and this hoe balling on a budget, and I must respect such efforts. When it's all said and done, I refuse to call this anime ass. I don't. Okay, it is kind of ass, but not all the way though. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't deserve that. Momentary Lily is full of slow moments and has many pitfalls narratively, but everything is done so creatively, done with so much passion that I feel it deserves more praise, at least somewhat. I would now like to discuss the ending of Momentary Lily. I hope y'all stick around because let's be for real, nobody's watching this fucking show anyway. So at least let me sell it to you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Let me talk about spoilers so I can glaze this hoe properly, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a suck penis, I'm getting the balls too, nigga. What you talking about? Long story short, after traveling and battling across the country, the girls finally happen upon the truth. The same aliens who destroyed their world are the same ones who created them. There's a hyper advanced species called the Yabatan, who go around the cosmos, creating civilizations, only to destroy them later in pursuit of some sick scientific study. Earth and humanity itself just so happened to be another such case. And the way the Yabatan caused the end of the world here is all the more frightening. They kidnapped billions of people around the world and made exact clones of them to send back into the world as sleeper agents. And these said sleeper agents that previously looked like humans are the very beings that Team Emu has been battling all along. Just when they thought it couldn't get any worse, the girls suddenly realized that they have been clones the whole time. The only reason they didn't transform is because the Yabatan ended their Earth destruction plans due to troubles back on their home planet. This doesn't get explained ever, so fuck it. Season 2, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, the girls have their entire reality flipped upside down as they meet the original human, true versions of themselves. The whole team is present, except for one. Renge. Renge has had amnesia the entire show, and she's also been having debilitating headaches that put her out of commission sometimes. All of it is affecting her so bad that Renge ends up saving her little sister, hoping to regain some clarity of the past, only to feel nothing while looking at a girl who looks exactly like her. A strange thought has been troubling the cast ever since that moment though. Renge's little sister is confused about Renge's existence as well, because according to the little nigga, Renge has been dead and buried for months. But now, it all makes sense. Renge was the only human in Team Emu. The Renge that protected her little sister to the death was one of the clones. But how was Renge the most powerful one in the group if she's just a regular nigga? It all comes from her weapon. Her blade has been infecting her with alien data this whole time, turning her into this perfect hybrid between human and Yabatan. While Renge is damn near impregnable from the outside, the same cannot be said internally. This transformation has been killing her ever since it started. This is what caused her amnesia. This is what's been causing her headaches. And if she continues to use the weapon, she will die. but Renge has long made peace with that. Over their journey, Team Emu has rescued dozens of people, including their families. The people have been hiding out in the shelter, but a big swole-ass alien nigga is heading that direction. This is the same alien who almost killed Renge before, so the team knows that she is the only one who can defeat it. And in an act of selfless sacrifice, Renge dies to defend the people. This death hit me hard, bruh. Like, I mean, ugly crying, walking around the room type shit, bruh. I'm talking about pacing around the house just fucking distraught, nigga. For one, it's sad as fuck. Like, these niggas are so young, bruh. And it gets even more dark when you consider that Renge's little sister had to watch her sister's clone die. The original her came back, then she had to watch her sister die again. Ooh! GoHands, you sick fucks! I love it. Even though Yuri died in episode 2, all the slice of life tomfoolery in between made me think a happy ending was on the way. I thought I was finna get yanked off, but instead, I was met with this brutal, bittersweet finale as Team Emu is forced once more to carry on the legacy of a fallen comrade. This ending is truly amazing on so many levels, and it's the whole reason why I can kind of excuse so many of Momentary Lily's shortcomings. It might have been a bit sloppy getting there, but the message of this anime rang through loud and clear. No matter the odds, no matter your circumstances, it's always worth it to keep living. And along that journey, hopefully, you'll find someone or something worth dying for. The fact that Team Emu were aliens themselves all along opens the door for so much philosophical messaging. What does it mean to be human? Is the power of choice the thing that differentiates humanity as we know it? What about the fact that the humans in this series were made by the same people who destroyed them? Is that a commentary on God? A profound theory about how free will can allow humanity to push past even what was envisioned for us? A direct commentary on denying fate? So many thoughts flowed through my head as I sadly watched these characters I thought I had no attachment to carry on through their depression. The series ends with Team Emu bringing the original human copies back to the shelter to be with their real family, and our main girls, the clones we've known this whole time, decide to head out on a mission to destroy every alien left on the planet. Such heavy responsibility being placed upon these young girls is not fair. The sadness in their expressions broke me down once more, and even thinking about it now is making me tear up again, bruh. Originally, I thought these characters were annoying as fuck, and to be fair, they were. Their gimmicky nature in the first few episodes is pretty rough, but by the end of the series, the melancholic ending really hit me, bruh. Knowing we might never see these characters again truly cut deep, but I couldn't help but send them off with a smile, wishing them the best on their mission. This is 100% a worthwhile anime, and if you could push past the first half of the season, I think you'll come to find out why I enjoyed it so much. I know I did kind of like spoil a lot of it, but I didn't spoil everything. There's a lot of details I glossed over, you know what I'm saying? Look, fuck with me. Momentary Lily was weird as a bitch, and it did not always hit, but Studio GoHands was trying some new shit, and we need niggas trying new shit. Capo, my nigga. Capo. Now, with all that being said, I would like to circle back to our thesis. Does Studio GoHands deserve the hate? Is Studio GoHands washed? In my opinion, absolutely not. W pump fake. Momentary Lily had a fantastic ending if you ask me, but that does not overwrite all the hoops I had to jump through to make it to that point. There are tons of segments in this show that are truly doo-doo ass butt, yet I could never call this show trash. That's just not right. It doesn't feel okay, because at the very least, you can feel the want to make something great. There's a tangible, imaginative energy present in every episode of this anime, and even if it didn't always stick the landing, I love that it still tried to jump. I just can't help but applaud when people try something new. It's so inspiring to see creators try to find the new frontier. However, just because you try something new does not mean that people should automatically fuck with it. If it's weak like 7 days, I can't condone that, big bro. And there are absolutely hints of that in this GoHands project, but I believe there should be a certain amount of respect granted to those who try to journey beyond, even if it's kind of ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with you though, you know what I'm saying? You on some real nigga shit. I completely get why some people don't like Studio GoHands, but can you not appreciate the creative efforts brought forward by the team? It's not like they're out here being lazy and ruining shows via negligence. They are very clearly trying very hard. People always joke about the spaghetti hair in their shows, but this is effort. Animating all these strands of hair is not easy. People talk about their ADHD camera movement being vomit inducing, and I really can't say anything about that one, but you gotta admit, they are trying to make something unique with with their choreography and these weird ass camera perspectives. The way art forms elevate is through innovation, and that is not always a clean road. On the path to finding that next big thing, you might fall on your face. Sometimes you might get beat the fuck up, and even if you do manage to innovate, that first iteration might not always be the best form of it. All those efforts and out of the box thinking can inspire the next generation, and years down the line, the big names of the time will be quoting those who are hated as their role models. So yeah, does Studio GoHands have a lot of refining to do? 100% yes, please. But I will always respect and appreciate those who are attempted to do something new, those who are trying to push through the hate and change art forever. They might not have found the sauce yet, but I hope they keep trying. Momentary literally didn't get much love overseas, but apparently it was received decently well in Japan, so a season 2 might not be out of the equation, and I would honestly be all for it, bro. There's so much lore to touch on, and I feel like GoHands coming back to this will create a much more clean and concise experience. Hopefully. Nigga, stop body rocking, hold the goddamn camera, bitch! But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Appreciate you if you watched this far, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a type shit in the comments, man. You already know what it is, man. You know the rules, bro. You know the rules. But yeah, sorry this video took a little bit longer. Like I said, man, I spent like a week or two procrastinating watching this bitch because it was a fucking grind to get through some of these episodes. And you know, I'm glad I did, but fuck, man. Fuck. But yeah, I am trying to get better about, you know, consistently dropping videos, and right now I'm in the process of trying to refine my editing process. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with me on that. You feel me? I'm trying to get right. But in between these videos, we have been doing a lot of streaming, bro. Go ahead and turn on that noti bell, you know what I'm saying? Cause we be streaming on this channel, or maybe if you're a Twitch fella, we be on that bit too, man. You know what I'm saying? Lock in with me, what? Whole lot of shenaniganizing on that bitch. But yeah, once again, man, I really appreciate all the support y'all been showing me, whether it be in streams or, you know what I'm saying, in the comments and stuff like that, and just like popping out whenever I do show up, you know what I'm saying? Cause I know my schedule's mad sporadic and random, you know, so I apologize, but you know, hey, this is my life right now, man. I'm trying. This is the best I got right now, bro. Fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, full transparency, I kind of talked about this on the Discord. Oh, join the Discord, by the way. Hashtag ad. But you know, life has been, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit's been hitting me all at once, man. Shit, it's, you know what I'm saying, hey, life is life right now, you know what I'm saying? So please be patient with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all been being patient to begin with, you know what I'm saying, with dealing with my schedule and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm trying, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get right though. I'm gonna get right. We all gonna get right, you know what I'm saying? I know everywhere around the world's going through some shit, man. So hey, keep your head up, man. Also, I want to say this, you feel me? I want to make this very clear, just in case. I don't know. I might put this in the beginning of the video, some point in the video, but you know, with everything going on right now, I just want to make it very clear again where I stand with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the trans niggas. Shout out to my gay niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out LGBT niggas. Shout out women niggas. Shout out nigga niggas. You know what I'm saying? All my fellow people of color. You know what I'm saying? And shout out the white niggas that be rocking with the movements and such. You feel me? But yeah, I'm yapping it up right now. The next video is probably gonna be a gaming video. I don't know. I'm thinking it might be Cold Steel, or might do an anime. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Hey, never let them know your next move, nigga. You feel me? I'm yapping. Y'all have a blessed night, day, evening, afternoon, whatever it may be. Have a blessed one. And this is, nigga.
I'm tryna live as spectacular.